you know, you can get a replacement tool handle for a hammer for a couple bucks at the hardware store, and a lot of times they come with a little hardware packet for, you know, fixing it to the head of your tool. But I said I'd do a video where I took sustainably harvested urban wood and made a replacement tool handle using a shave horse and a draw knife. So I'm sitting on the shave horse. You operate that foot clamp. I got some blocks under that you adjust the height with. And this is the two-handled single beveled knife called a draw knife or a draw shave. And those were the parameters of the video. So I'm going to start with the wood and then work it down and then see what handle's most suitable. I have this piece of eucalyptus. It's cut to the size that the city takes it in the trash, and a friend of mine called me and said that there was some eucalyptus in the trash, and that was years ago. So there's no water left in this log, and I've heard it's very hard to split. I've never worked with this wood, but I have it around, I'm hoarding it, and it's sort of my goal to use up the stuff. So let's see how it processes. Well, that was a eucalyptus fail. But I have this piece of orange tree wood. I'll try instead. It's still kind of rough. I don't know how deep those cracks go, so I'm gonna shave it down and like see what's inside. That's my axe. Okay. Okay, so there is a bit of like insect damage to this wood, but it seems okay, and I'll find a tool that I can fit this to. Well, it's certainly an interesting piece of wood, and I'm kind of committed to it. So, after I carved at it a bit, I'm gonna, well, so a little bit about like tool handles on wood. Here is this piece of wood, and you'll see. Okay, see the grains radiating out from the pith. Okay, so if you're gonna bash wood, it's better to bash it with the grain edge on than as the sheet, which is to say here, where it's delaminating is not the ideal strike surface, and you can look at the grain and see that right here where the grain is edge on, the tool is much more resistant to like spalling. I don't know really what you call it, splintering, but here, which is flat on with the grain, it causes the wood to fail at the grain boundaries. And this, like when you have a Louisville Slugger bat, I am told you don't strike the ball with the Louisville Slugger emblem, because and they put it on the like laminar side of the grain, and you strike the ball with the like edge on grain. So for simplicity's sake and just using the simplest tools, I'm going to retool this hammerhead and carve down that socket. Now, I trimmed the bad ends off of this and took the old stump out, which you can do however way you do it, you know. If it's real sticky, throw the darn thing in a fire, you know. I'm sure that's not advisable, but wood's not even the best material for a hammer handle, but we're gonna go with it. So this piece of wood, even though it's all damaged up by insects, I kind of love it, because I don't know if the camera can even make this out. There are just so many lines of growth on this piece of wood. Like, it's been in this city, I don't know. I didn't take a real good lens to it, but there's like at least 30, probably closer to 50 years of growth line in this. 50, is that too many? 1970s, 50 years ago. Yeah. Could be that old, but I count at least 30 lines in this piece of wood. And so that allows me to tell which side is the side to carve. What? Well, we got a hammer here. It's not the ideal piece of wood in that it's, you know, got massive bug damage. But it's special because it's like been growing so long. I guess it's like an artistic tool handle, but I still think it's solid on there. And sometimes the orange wood is brittle, but we really cut the best chunk out of that piece and like the hardest bit. So yeah, if you're interested in a shave horse, you know, because if you want a shave horse, I can make you one. It'd be better than mine, because when I made mine I didn't have a shave horse. It's a paradox. Just a thought at the end of this video. I'm gonna go edit it. But thank you in advance for watching. Adios.